Today we're going to talk about I should. All the shoulds in your life. I should be a better husband. I should exercise more. I should work harder. I should call my friends more often. We all have them. We're all carrying around these shoulds. And the word should, I should do something, is a very vague, uncertain word. It has such a tremendous weight because every time that you are saying to yourself, I should do, and if you don't take care of that, if you don't do it, it weighs heavy. It weighs heavy in the opinion you have of yourself. And I also think that you should be very careful of the power your words hold. People knew how powerful their words were. They would be very careful what they're saying out loud or what they're thinking. You are programming your state of being. So, where do they come from? Where does those shoulds come from? Let's do something right now. So you could practically, instead of just hearing me talk about something, you could actually right now stop deciding to do something for you, by you. Put this video on pause and write down, go and get paper and pen and write down the shoulds of your life. And I'll be waiting for you right here. Okay, welcome back. And if you didn't do that list, it's totally fine. Maybe at the end of the video you decide that is something that you could start doing right now. So read that list, the 3-5 items or whichever amount that you have there. I should. Let's take I should work harder, for example. According to who? Where is that measure of what you should be doing coming from? It's always coming from out there. It's not coming from you. It could be the voice in your head telling you, you should be better. Maybe you've heard that so many times at home. Maybe you've heard mom and dad repeat that often, you should be more like your brother or your sister. Mom and dad learn that from someone else because at the end we're all victims of victims and it keeps on repeating itself. But these shoulds are a very important thing to get rid of because they kind of define the opinion you have of yourself. And I don't think that you should be holding any opinion about who you are based on somebody else's opinion. This should come from you. Because everyone matters, but you matter more. And I know that that's a statement that people are very uncomfortable about because through religion, through school, through everything, we are taught that we should be last, that the needs of everybody else, mom, dad, school, teacher, whomever, matters more than yours. And I want to break that into a million pieces today because it's not logical. It's about you. Existence begins with you, ends with you. You were born alone. You breathe on your own. It does not matter how another person says they love you. When you are sick, they can't do that for you. And the day you die, you're gonna die alone. So if you get to do alone all these things that guarantee your life, then no one else gets to decide what you should do or not. You decide what you should do or not. And how are you gonna do that? By changing that should, just throw it out and replace it with I decide or I will. I will work as much as I need to work. I decide to go to the gym and start working out because that decider will can change dates and you can decide that you no longer want to do that. But it's not about someone else and what you should be doing. You don't have to carry that. You carry enough weight as it is. So I decide to work harder. And when I've made that decision, I can regulate it. I can intensify it or I could decrease it. But it's no longer about anyone else out there. And I know for a lot of people that's going to be very, very hard because their whole idea of who they are is coming from someone else. How do you start knowing who you are? by understanding your needs. What do you need? What do you need? Because you are unique. There's no one like you before you or after you. So there's no reference point. You can't compare, you can't measure up, you don't have to, because there is no one like you. So you're uncomparable. So what do you need? Difficult for most people. You know how you get there? By knowing what you do not need, because what you do not need is not gonna feel good. Even if you have been putting yourself through it, even if you're constantly pushing yourself to do that, if it does not feel good, you don't need that. Your feelings are the purest way to understand your needs. What's up here in your mind? Those are the collective thoughts of humanity, everything you've seen in YouTube, in Instagram, in movies, everything anybody else have said to you, it's in past tense. Everything your mind knows at this moment has already happened, but what you're feeling, that's present moment. Follow that. It always leads you to the right place, even if it's a bit uncomfortable, the path to get there. So no more shoots. I will, or I decide to do this, knowing that at all times I can change course. You're not a tree, you don't have roots. You can walk, you can run, you can change directions, you can pause or stop. Smile. All you need is already within you.